Hello and welcome back to Etepwakuians, the place to be reviews. I'm Etepwakuian, right here with all of yous. That's so cheesy it should come with fries in a shake. Today, we visit IndieWire.com and quote-unquote author Zach Sharf with his J.J. Abrams says new Star Wars won't play it safe like Force Awakens thanks to Sir Rian Johnson. Sir Ruin Johnson of the House of Roundhead, that is. Here's good news for anyone hoping the rise of Skywalker is more Last Jedi than Force Awakens. Oh my god. Ugh. After Rian Johnson delivered one of the most polarizing, put Star Wars movies in quotes because that was not a fucking Star Wars movie, to date with 2017's The Last Dumpster Fire, it's not too surprising that Lucasfilm re-teamed with The Force Awakens filmmaker Jar Jar Abrams to close out the new trilogy and the entire 9-film Skywalker saga with Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. That's not gonna... The sequel trilogy added nothing to the original trilogy. Nothing. Literally nothing. But a bunch of hollow characters that are poorly written with bad stories. Let's see. The Force Awakens was a beloved nostalgia trip. Okay, just because something makes a lot of money doesn't mean it's good. Like I've said it a million times, people bought Ford Probes and Pet Rocks and thought those were really awesome too when they bought them. And you gleaned nothing from those hollow products that you purchased. And Disney doesn't look at Star Wars as a beloved franchise. They look at it as a property, something that they can just use to cash checks on, which Star Wars means more to George Lucas than it ever will to anybody at Disney. And Star Wars means more to all of us fans than it ever will to any of these hacks who call themselves quote-unquote creatives at Disney Lucasfilm that can't write characters that aren't based solely on their ethnicity or their gender. I mean, there's always been diversity in Star Wars. To say there isn't, and there's more humans now than there is aliens in Star Wars. This is a galaxy far, far away. There used to be more aliens. But now you want to have all these, base it on human diversity. Wait, what? This is a space opera. This isn't one of your, it's bad. And Jar Jar Abrams is guilty of just being a hack. He's a hack. He broke Star Trek. I'm not even a Trekkie and I know this. He did the same thing to Star Wars. Now he's going to WB to fuck up DC. I mean, I'm not too thrilled with that, given DC's current trajectory is going like this. It's spiked because of Joker. So, I mean, Shazam made money. Shazam was a good movie. Aquaman made money. Point is, correlating this back to Star Wars, just because something made money, it doesn't mean it's good. And I can say Shazam made money, but it was a good movie. Aquaman cleared $1 billion, but it was a cool, fun movie. So, The Force Awakens was nothing but a cheap carbon copy ripoff of A New Hope. You swapped out the characters with less development, and but it had promise. And then you led to The Last Jedi, which was a complete shit show and undercut everything that The Force Awakens had set up. So, fuck The Last Jedi. I mean, I'm sorry, and I'll add in some screenshots from a comment thread on IndieWire in this video if I can edit it right. Because I basically showed the Rotten Tomatoes critic score compared to the audience score, and then I got, of course, attacked by a bunch of insane Disney sycophants. One guy basically called me an alt-right troll. Oh, I love people. They're amazing. I had fun with it though. Let's see. While the Johnsons' The Last Dumpster Fire was a more challenging vision that showed little interest in paying off popular fan. Yeah, it was just a fucking piece of shit is what it was. Some Star Wars fans. Why does he keep putting Star Wars in quotes? Star Wars fans have wondered if bringing Abrams back means the rise of Skywalker will play it safe, but the director tells Total Film via IO9 that's not the case. In episode 7, I was adhering to a kind of approach that felt right for Star Wars in my head. Abrams tells the magazine, it was about finding a visual language, like shooting on locations and doing practical things as much as possible. And we continued that in episode 9, but I also found myself doing things I'm not sure I would have been as daring to do on episode 7. Abrams credits the storytelling to the risks of Johnson's The Last Dumpster Fire. If you're crediting anything to that movie, then you've got fucking issues. For helping him, blah, 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 bold, Rise of Skywalker, as Abrams puts it. Rianne helped remind me that's why we're on these movies. Not just to do something that you've seen before. Oh, fuck you. See, nobody asked for the garbage, though, man. Nobody asked for it. Abrams credits the storytelling of Rian Roundhead Johnson's The Last Dumpster Fire for helping show him that he needed to continue to be bold in the rise of Skywalker. As Abrams puts it, Rian helped remind me that's why we're okay. I won't say that I felt constrained or limited on 7, but I found myself wanting to do something that felt more consistent with the original trilogy than not, Abrams concluded. And on 9, I found myself feeling like I'm just going to go for it a bit more. Oh, spoiler alert, just so does that mean making Rey single-handedly beat Emperor Palpatine at the end of the movie and make him look like a bitch? Because that's what all the spoilers are saying in the leaks. So, basically leaks for one of the ending. Because if that's the case, Jesus, Mary Joseph, I'm probably going to get... Because somebody bought me a ticket, and I'm taking my mom to see this because she took me to see Return of the Jedi, the only Jedi film in the saga. There's only one Jedi, and it ain't the last. It's the return of. So, but I'm going to see this because, when your parents get up there in age, you want to do things with them. And this is, I have no interest in this movie at all, but I will go watch it with mom. So, yeah, that's, got to take care of your folks. The story, I told her I will be on my best behavior, so I'll try not to laugh too much at this shit show. The story that we're telling, the story that we started to conceive when we did The Force Awakens, was allowed to continue. Abrams told the Associated Press earlier this year. Episode 8 didn't really derail anything that we were thinking about. Oh, I missed a paragraph. Let's see. While Johnson has been the center of backlash for well over a year thanks to his divisive Last Dumpster Fire script, Abrams long maintained that Johnson's Star Wars movie fit is needed into the larger story. Way to be political. You keep that political answer there, and not shake things up before your movie comes out, dipshit. Disney is opening Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker in theaters nationwide December 20th. Yeah, this is not gonna. It's not gonna be a good movie. I'm sorry. I mean, the Resistance is down to like 5 people in the end of the Last Jedi. I don't care. I don't even know why I clicked on this. God, I don't know what to say really, other than I'm not really excited for this movie at all. Nothing about it excites me. Nothing about it has made me want to see it. Sip of coffee. But somebody bought me a ticket. So like I said, I got doped into seeing The Last Jedi, which within 10 minutes that movie starting, I was sitting there in the theater just going, what the fuck is this shit? Like, this is like a not funny version of Spaceballs, which was hilarious. It was like somebody with no talent tried to make a parody of the original. And it's like when you used to have cassette tapes, and you would your friend would record something, he would make a copy of a tape, and then you would make a copy of that copy. The audio quality, the quality just was never really quite right. It was something was wrong. That's exactly what The Last Jedi was. It was they always compare The Force Awakens to A New Hope, because it tried to copy it. Well, the Last Dumpster Fire tried to be Empire Strikes Back, and like I said, the stupid salt planet of crate. I mean, the walker scene, it was so contrived. I mean, it was the only good thing I can say about that movie is the cinematography was cool. The effects were all right. But the logic, reasoning, writing, character development, story arcs, Canto Bight, like what? So, and from all accounts, the Rise of Skywalker is probably going to follow that. We get Kylo Ren and Rey, killing the Knights of Ren off, and Kylo's. These are all leaks, so spoiler alert if you care. I don't even care. I hope it plays out exactly like the leak said, because if it did, it's going to be magnificent to watch this thing burn. But the problem is that, you know, the regular normies will go out and they'll just spend their money. I'm not, like I said, I never advocated a boycott. So if somebody wants to, you know, I initially said I wasn't going to see it because I wasn't going to pay to see it, but I will, stupid ad keeps popping up. I will go watch it with my mom, and because, like I said, her health is not the best, so I'll go do that. And you know, it's for her, so that's she was excited about it. So you know, we get to do things like that often with her, so it'll be a nice treat. But yeah, I just wish it was a better movie. Speaking of better movies, this weekend I have to go see Charlie's Angels as part of my deal with Groovinator, which I was actually more excited to see Charlie's Angels than I was The Rise of Skywalker, and I still am, because at least Charlie's Angels has an attractive cast. Which, I mean, I look at, you know, Rise of Skywalker, and it's like you have Doughboy, Emo Ren, Darth Emo. You know, I like Daisy Ridley. I think she's a sweetheart. She's a beautiful woman. Seems to be talented and funny outside her role. Like I said, I watch a lot of interviews with her. But I mean, that's basically where it ends. I mean, you know, the guys. I mean, you got, you know, Oscar Isaac. Who's, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I just, the whole thing. If they would have went what they initially were leaning towards, which was that romantic angle between Finn and Rey, I think that would have played out better. I wouldn't have minded that, because they were kind of setting up for it, but they just kind of dipped on it. So I don't know. I just I just think that it's funny how they ended that art. You know, they just kind of shot it down, and you know, then you get all these little fucking weird Raylos, you know, the Twitter weirdos. It's just the Twitter people who are just have nothing else to do but tweet to the echo chamber all day. You know, it's I have 2 Twitter accounts, but I rarely am ever on there. So I tweet the videos out for the podcast and the show and the videos. That's it. But so what do you guys think? I mean, are you going to see this movie? Like I said, I got somebody bought me a ticket, so I'm gonna go. I'll buy my mom's, of course, but I asked my wife, "Do you want to?" She's no. All right. She didn't care for the last 2. You know, she's a prequel fan. Loves the original trilogy. Likes the prequels. Revenge of the Sith is her favorite movie, which is a mighty fine choice as far as I'm concerned. Mine is not only my favorite Star Wars film, but one of my favorite films overall is Empire Strikes Back. I don't want to blank there for a second. No, Empire the Hoth. My Star Wars collection, my vintage collection, is all based, largely based on Hoth. I have a lot of figures, but yeah, Hoth is my focus. So, what do you guys think, though? Let me know. Are you going to see this movie? Are you excited about it? Is there anything about it at all that you think you can, you know, find redeeming in this? Because right now, I am just leaning on no. Outside of they're going to probably, you know, butcher the last of the original trilogy characters on their way out the door. Lando, C-3PO, probably R2, Chewie, kill the Millennium Falcon off, you know, all that happy horse shit, you know, so they can move forward into a bold new future, not strapped down by the Skywalker, the pale, stale male. Oh, that's what it's all about for these people, though, man. Is, you know, like I said, if you want to have a female lead, awesome. I'd love that. Like I said, I would no issue. Just make it good. Make it a good character first and foremost. You know, that just happens to be a female. You don't have to. I'm a woman. Well, no shit. If you look like a woman, and you know you don't have an Adam's apple, you know, the wrong chromosomes, odds are you're probably a woman. It's not difficult as long as you can write, you know. But these people from IndieWire and their little sycophants in the comment sections are absolutely hilarious to me. With that being said, I'm Etepo Kuyan. Been right here in the place to be reviewed with all of yous. Leave your comments below. Bitch, slap that like button, and if you're hate watching, you're still watching, then thank you. Yeah, so disagree with me in the comments, that's fine. I don't care. It's awesome. That means we can have room for debate. You know, unless you want to start throwing the istophobianisms around, you know, which in that case you're quickly dismissed because you're a child and you have no idea how to have a dialogue. So, yeah, 117 subscribers at the time of this video. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for liking, sharing, subscribing, watching the videos and the content, the podcast that we do. The Boardroom, episode number 2. Contrary to popular belief, the podcast, episode 75, The Place to Be Reviews last night, was not a boardroom episode, even though all 4 of us were on there. It was last minute that Salvador and Cody from Goober Brothers, Salvador from 2 Cents Toys and Cody from Goober Brothers were able to join Groovinator and myself. So, yeah, episode 2 of The Boardroom will be tomorrow night over on Goober Brothers Entertainment channel on YouTube. If you haven't subscribed, you need to subscribe to Goober Brothers Entertainment. Raiders of the Lost Flicks, my boy the Groovinator, my brother from another mother, and subscribe to Salvador with 2 Cents Toys. Check it out. We got the bases covered. So, yeah. I'm Temple Kuyan. I have been here with all of you. This has been some Star Wars discussion. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to like, share, subscribe. As I've said 4 or 5 times already. I'm trying to remind you. And if I don't see you, remember to have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow. That's it? No? Still going?